Hello, welcome. Doing 14. Uh, Continuing with Stormblood. And yeah, here we go. I have never laid eyes upon the sacred treasure of Eorzea. My heart fair trembles with excitement at the thought. I'm glad we finally learned what happened to him, but did we really need to stir up all that trouble to do so? I didn't think to include bribes when I was calculating our budget for this trip. I hope I never have to carry a Namazu again. He's not heavy, but gods does smell. Gods does smell. I have given you everything that you have asked for. Yes, yes. Then there is no need for me to remain your prisoner. One of these days I might just punch that man in the face. Alphanode really doesn't like Hancock. You are free to wait here while I speak with the relevant official, but if you would rather wait for Goetsu outside the barracks, we can go together. I wouldn't put it past the Imperials to try something again, so mayhap it would be best if Lee Seo and I joined you. Alright, but what about Gyoto? I will keep an eye on him for the time being. We can release him after you return with Goetsu. He will doubtless have some choice words to say to the little fellow. Soroban, mayhap it would be prudent to prepare your ship for our immediate departure. As you wish. Everything is in order. Let us be off. The Sekigumi barracks are to the north. Talking tortoises, talking catfish. I tell you though, it's when the bears start talking that you need to worry. That, my friend, spells the end of civilization as we know it. You need not worry. I swear I will not let him out of my sight. In fact, I may have some more questions of my own. No more lies, no more betrayals. Yes, yes, I swear by all the kami in creation. Kami. I hope Hancock is as good as his word. This looks a bit fancy for a barracks, don't you think? I must ask that you wait here. You may be assured that this will not take long. Is it really going to be as simple as he says, do you think? Yeah, no, same dialogue. You said it would take long, right? Because this feels a bit long to me. It wouldn't take long. Calm down, Lise. Everything is going to be alright. Much as I hate to admit it, I share Hancock's dim view of government officials and their supposed incorruptibility. From what I've gleaned up to the Far East, they're probably exchanging lengthy pleasantries. There seems to be a correct way to do everything here, bribery being no exception. I say we leave them to it, right, yo? I hope Hancock is good as his word. Right. Everything's fine, probably. I mean, it couldn't be as bad as the last time we stood around waiting for something to happen.
You!
Was that? That was Gazetsu. I'm sure of it. He's in trouble. Lise, wait!
I suppose we should follow her then.
Victory to the samurai! How many is that now? 10 in a row!
Gazetsu!
Oh! This is a surprise! What in blue blazes are you three doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. We've been looking all over for you, and then I suddenly heard you screaming.
It would seem there has been a misunderstanding. Allow me to explain.
So, in summary, you started a brawl with some off-duty Imperial soldiers and were subsequently arrested by the Sekisagumi, whom you somehow befriended and convinced to set you free if you could defeat a given number of them in single combat.
10 bouts for my freedom, aye. 'Tis but a pity you came too late to witness the last one. And with that, I'm free to go, yes?
Our word once given may not be broken, but we pray you make every effort to avoid future altercations. Circumstances notwithstanding, my lord, we are honored and grateful to have witnessed firsthand the skill of a Doma samurai.
Ah, and we had just concluded negotiations. I gather my assistance was not required.
To be honest, I wish I had seen that fight. Just when I think I've heard everything. 'Twas not for naught, at least, our friend in the second Gumi is willing to consider this an investment of sorts, a payment against the future misunderstandings. Eh. I must apologize that you endured such trials and tribulations in search of me. There's no need for that. You had no way of knowing we would come looking for you. You were after a ship to take you to Doma, yes. It just so happens we have found a willing captain. Truly, what fortune. We will tell you all about it back at the company offices. Alphanode and Tataru are waiting for us there. Tis good to see a fellow Eorzean. It's nice. Anything. Goetsu, think the 12 of you are unarmed. As you can see, Master Alphanode, I am the very picture of health. You, vile fiend, malevolent trickster, how kind the kami are to grant me vengeance as so soon. But first I demand you return the coin you so villainously embezzled from me. You have every right to be angry, good sir. Gladly would I return to you your coin, had I not been forced to repay certain gambling debts beforehand. Settling that matter aside for the moment, where is Lady Yaguri? Was she not traveling with you? For a time, aye, but we parted ways some while ago. The better to improve our chances of finding Lord Hein. Lord Hein? Forgive me, I have yet to explain. Lord Hein is the heir to Doma's throne and our master. His was a passionate voice for the cause of Domain liberation, and when we learned of the Emperor's death, it only grew louder. So you seized upon the opportunity to rose up to reclaim your freedom, only for your hopes to be dashed when Xenos led his army unto your lands. The Crown Prince was a merciless foe. Against him and the might of the 12th, we had no chance. Once Lord Hein understood this, he bade Yaguri take to the sea with as many of our people as possible. He, however, would stand and fight, that they might have more time to escape. I remained by his side as well, and together we carried on our doomed war. And then one day, in a fierce battle, we were separated. I knew not what became of him, only that he was beyond the Empire's reach, and that to find him I would need Yaguri's aid. The situation grows more perilous by the day, for the new Viceroy Yotsuyu is a black-hearted villainess who delights in the torment of our people. There is naught she would not do to further her pursuit of Lord Hein. Thank you. I believe that makes matters a good deal clearer. It should please you to learn that we are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front in resuming their efforts to overthrow their imperial oppressors. Then allow me to join you. My inquiries here bore no fruit, hence my desire to return to Orthard. Once there, I can lead you to the headquarters in Yaxia, where we shall all be reunited with Yaguri. Mayhap not all. Alphanos talents would seem better applied here in Gugane, working closely with Tatur and Hancock to feed us intelligence. There is a Garlean emissary just down the road after all. Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence. I should be glad to accompany you all. As a soldier in the field, so to speak, come now, brother. A competent commander assigns the soldiers the task best suited to them, as you of all people should know. And you are so very good at espionage and intrigue. For we all must serve each in our own way. Very well, it would seem my place is here. Sauerbraun is waiting at the pier. Have fun, you lot. This one's smaller than the Misery, a lot smaller. I know Alphino can hold his own in a fight, but he is plainly better suited to more cerebral tasks. Surely I'm not alone in thinking that. A cogent captain, a fine choice. Only Confederate sailors rival their knowledge and skill. I have been waiting for you, my friends. All preparations have been completed, and my ship awaits its passengers. Shall we depart without further delay? After you, my shelled friend. Fucking cowabunga. If you insist, with me, everyone, the Ruby Sea awaits.
I remember the water, how it turned crimson in the morning sun.
Whoa.
A shimmering sea of rubies, stretching from horizon to horizon. You could almost believe it went on forever. But beyond that red expanse lay a land in turmoil. On the shores of Othard, our Doman brothers struggled in vain.
Somewhere out there across the water is Yugiri and Goetsu's homeland. I mean, it looks like it's right there. Woe betide any enemy foolish enough to attack by sea. Now if the Garleans were to bring their airships, on the other hand. The Hingans built this island as a bulwark against invasion and filled it with enough cannons to sink an armada. How white and beautiful she is, the ruby sea filled with promise and adventure and treasures, many wonderful treasures. Now, in order to reach the shores of Orthard, you will need to cross the resplendent waters you see before you. However, this is easier said than done. To set forth without making the necessary preparations is to invite the Confederacy to claim your vessel, and your life should you resist. But this fate can be avoided by paying the ruby tithe, thereby earning your blessing, the blessing of the pirate lords. So let us go and greet them. Our destination is the Isle of the West. That doesn't look very far to me, yo. Why don't you jump in and swim for it? I've had my fill of boats. An excellent idea. I think you shall find the water to your liking. I will use my ship to deliver those less inclined to the isle. I'm swimming. Right, this should be easy, and a good way to loosen up before the next fight, whenever it comes. 20 Gil says I beat you there. That's cool. Not bad. We'll call it a draw. Oh, what spirit you two have it to delight in the simple joy so readily. Not that I've anything against the occasional dip in the ocean, but to dive in on a whim is a bit... Ah, there you are. I trust you enjoyed yourselves. Follow me, my friends. The one with whom we must speak is a man named Tatsui. is where we were. Oh, it's a big boy. It's a big map. On a coral. I wonder, Lomensian pirates have been known to say things like "R," but surely pirates on the opposite side of the world use different expressions, or perhaps. That's stupid. I love it. My clothes have mostly dried, but they're a bit clingy. Still, no regrets. This one is Tansui. Come introduce yourselves. Domo's position on the Confederacy could be best described as one of guarded acceptance. They are pirates, aye, but they adhere to a code and are a stabilizing force in the Ruby Sea. I fear you have the advantage of me. Most honorable and esteemed Yosun, I am Tensui, a humble mate who serves at the pleasure of the Confederacy's captain. As you are in the company of the Shellback, I presume we have business to discuss. -2. Okay, so the next round of equipment should be good for me. However long that takes. Alright. I'll have a shit ton of materia by the end of this, though. You wish to pay the ruby tithe, yes? With your gil, perhaps. It is just as well, for foreign currencies are in demand these days. I would pay for their passage to Orthord. Does the sum meet with your satisfaction? The seas has been quite tempestuous of late. I cannot say with confidence that you would reach your destination safely, unless you tripled it. Do you take me for a fool? I know the price, as do all. Alas, we live in interesting times. As you came from Kugani, I should think I need not tell you that. The shadow of war looms. The wise and the cautious shirk our waters and our custom, and the foolhardy sharpen their knives in anticipation. Meaning? Sir, you've got to come quickly. The bastards at it again. I tried to convince them to stop, but they weren't having it. Very well, I will be there shortly. A proposition. Your comrades strike me as a worthwhile investment. I would not hear men name me a cat before Koban, so I shall consider them tithe paid. Not for what they have done, but for what I expect they will do. I'm not sure what to make of that man, but at least the matter of our tithe is settled for now. What was that he and the other pirate were talking about? Maybe we ought to go and have a look.
Gentlemen, I'm told you were most unreceptive to my associate's requests. I realize you do not look kindly on the Confederacy and her ways, but if you refuse to pay the ruby tithe, your safety in these waters cannot be assured.
Spare me your concern, pilot. Your feeble attempts at extortion will not work on us. You remain at large because we allow it. Because you are such insignificant little pests that we see no need to swat you. But if you wish to risk the ire of the Viceroy, by all means, fire upon an Imperial vessel. Give us a reason to bring the full might of the Garlean Empire to bear against your pathetic fleet.
Bastards!
Gentlemen, surely the fact that you have such limitless resources at your disposal gives you all the more reason to spare some few coins for the less fortunate.
All talk, just as I thought. Come, let us away. I have no time for this rubbish.
We're all the same to them, aren't we? Savages to be ruled or slaughtered.
They've always balked at paying the ruby tithe, but they were never so eager to pick a fight. The problem, you see, is that many of my comrades in the Confederacy are of Doman descent, and the acting Viceroy, well, she's none too fond of Domans, to say the least. If we take any action to hinder the safe passage of an Imperial vessel, she'll accuse us of attempting to foment rebellion and brand us enemies of the Empire, which we can ill afford to be. Like the man said, we're all talk.
And where did the Kojin stand in all this?
With the winning side, of course. They're mercenaries to a fault, eager to offer their services without coercion. The Shellback could tell you more, though something tells me he would rather not.
I don't understand. If the Garleans are causing the Confederacy this much trouble, and if so many of you are Doman to begin with, why aren't you willing to fight back?
Spoken like a true friend of the Doman Liberation Front. If you're planning to rouse us with noble words and grand promises, don't bother. We all know what the Imperial Army can do. Compared to them, we're boys with boats. Besides, what ties a man may once have held to his home are forsaken upon joining the Confederacy. We look out for none but our own. Be that as it may, our livelihood is under threat. And the captain will need to decide soon whether we're to go down in a blaze of glory or bow and scrape for crumbs from the Emperor's table. All while our friend the Viceroy continues her purge of Doma's radical elements. I believe she's holding court in one of the fishing villages even as we speak.
That she-devil! Her perfidy knows no bounds! She must be stopped! Come, let us find Soroban and put us here at once!
Tell the others that these ones have paid. We all have places to be.
Doma is but one of many provinces under Imperial control, filled with people who have had to find ways to cope with the bitter reality. So they really don't care what happens to Doma. I refuse to believe that. What are we waiting for? Come, Soroban could not have gone far. Though now that I think of it, it is passing strange that he left without warning. Mayhap he did not wish to be seen by his Kojin brethren. I doubt he thought to leave us behind, but nevertheless it may be prudent to return to his ship, or at least to the Confederate encampment. Wait, can I just swim? Now it's a mountain. Ah, over here though. Okay. I just felt like testing out my new rotation. Ah, I told you he would not abandon us. Oh, good. He's still here. I am sure he has his reasons for his odd behavior, and I should like very much to hear them. Trust requires honesty. Oh, my friends, 1,000 pardons. As you may have guessed, I was reluctant to be seen in your company by my red brothers. Ours is a complex relationship. I pray you do not misinterpret their actions as a reflection of our allegiances as a whole. You understand? Kami be praised, too often as our shell-less, quick to judge all Kajin for the deeds of one. Right then, now that our business with Tansui is concluded, we can traverse the Ruby Sea without fear. What does it look like? Yeah. I shall return the ship and prepare for our departure. If you have any remaining business to conduct with the pirates here, I pray you do so now. Ah, that reminds me. Yo, would you be so kind as to inform the Confederates of our plans? The more they know of our movements, the less we are to be mistaken for another vessel by their comrades. Oh, you're one of the Ijin from Breach, leaving us already. No need to pay the tithe, like Tasuni said. On the other hand, if you were to peruse our wares and find anything to your liking, we should be glad to sell it to you for a fair price. What are you standing around for? Did you not hear what Tensui said? The Viceroy must be stopped. Even if we need not fear the Confederacy, there is no telling what manner of Imperial presence we will find waiting for us. We must be careful. Next stop, Orthard and Doma. We're coming, Yaguri. You have spoken with the Confederates up above them? Excellent. If you are ready to depart, we may do so at any time. Then let us be off. I shall deliver you to the fishing village of Azari. Wait, Tensui said that the Viceroy was holding court in one of the fishing villages, did he not? Should Izari chance to be the village in question, we could instantly find ourselves surrounded by Imperial soldiers. I think it's safer to come ashore some distance away. Very well, I know just the place. It would have been silly to try to swim all the way here, at least this time. Still have your bearings? I know it can be difficult when you're on the water. At long last, I am returned to my homeland. It's right there. Is it infinite? God damn. Here we are. I am reasonably certain none bore witness to our approach. And with this, I believe I have fulfilled the terms of our agreement. Aye, that you have. You have my deepest thanks, Soroban. Truly we are blessed to have befriended such a clever and industrious merchant. Oh, you are much too kind, good sir. I know not where your path may lead, but I wish you the very best, and hope that we shall meet again. So we finally arrived in Othard. All we need to do now is, liberate Doma. Ah, yes, that. Look daunting though as it is, we do have one thing in our favor, the element of surprise. Unlike in Gira Abana, the Imperials don't know we're here. Admittedly, that may be our only advantage, considering how few of us there are. Well, I expect the Doman Liberation Front will even up the odds a bit, but before all that, we need to see if this is the fishing village Tansui was talking about. It may well be. I smell ceruleum on the breeze.
Even accounting for the rebellion, such indiscriminate shows of force seem pointlessly excessive.
If only you knew how commonplace such scenes have become. Are we too late?
Over there, someone's coming.
It is she, sworn enemy of Doma, of my master. The traitor who sold her homeland to the Garleans. Yotsuyu.
Yotsuyu.
The Viceroy herself. And look behind her. Isn't that...
Filth and squalor everywhere I look.
How very Dom. What I wouldn't do for a drink.
Come now! You've no reason to look so afraid. You have lived through a quarter of a century of Garlean rule, remember? 'Tis better to bend with the wind than stand tall and be broken. Therein lies hope. Therein lies freedom. I come before you today seeking affirmation. A heartfelt declaration. You are free to answer me as you see fit, yet even the least among you should know the correct response. Should. A resident of your village, one of your neighbors, mayhap your friend, was detained by the Korjin this morning. They say he was attempting to flee to Kugane, but we both know that simply isn't true, don't we? Have you anything to say? Bit slow, this one. Is there anyone more sensible among you? Have any of you anything to say? To swear?
My lady, I swear to serve the Empire, to do whatever is asked of me, and never disobey.
Well said, that man. Of course, it wouldn't do to simply take you at your word. Kill him. Surely you can do that much. He must be guilty of something or other, or he wouldn't have attempted to flee the Empire.
I have a family. Kami, forgive me. Kami, forgive me.
Damn.
Very, very good. I've always had a soft spot for men like you. Next, I want you to shoot those two over there. Too old to work, you understand. A burden on the Empire. We can't have that.
But they're my parents. You can't expect me to...
I mean, we can't really, because I mean, I know whatever I choose, it's gonna go one way or another, but we gotta stop Lise. We can't, not now.
She's right. They would simply take the villagers hostage. We must consider the wider picture. If we act recklessly, we risk alerting the Garleans to our presence here, making it that much harder for us to work with the local rebels. To say nothing of the reprisals ordinary civilians would be made to suffer.
Open your eyes, girl. They are already suffering. Let me go. I am putting an end to this madness. I will approach the village alone and identify myself. As a former leader of the rebellion and a known fugitive, they will wish to detain me until they are certain they have learned all I know. Use this time to make your plans.
You saw what those monsters did to the villagers. Who knows what they'll do to you, assuming they don't kill you where you stand?
We live and die at the pleasure of the kami. My fate is in their hands and no others. If it be of any comfort, I am no stranger to chains.
You can't expect us to stand idly by as a comrade goes marching off to his death. And this is nothing like Kugane.
Nor is it like the Reach, Lise, or the Wall. Let him go. Hold out for as long as you can, but remember, noble sacrifices are to remain an absolute last resort. I wish I could say it won't come to that, but only the gods know how we're going to get you and the others out in one piece. A miracle, perchance.
A great tower stands to the north and east. Look to its occupants for aid and succor. Together, you may yet find your miracle. Now, leave this place. I must go.
Oh. Another idiot like all the rest. I'm beginning to think maybe something fundamental, something intrinsic, something quintessentially Doman to ignore the simple truth. You can't do a damn thing if you're dead.
Enough, Yotsuyu!
Well now, this is a surprise.
Hear me, Yotsuyu! Cease this farce, here and now, and I shall surrender myself to you. Refuse, and all shall answer to my blade.
Bring him to the tavern.
You heard him. Let's go. I ate it as much as you, maybe even more. Every fiber of my being was crying out to intervene, but what's done is done. Goetsu's gamble has gifted us the time we need to find a solution. He bade us seek aid at a distant tower, yes, for want of a better idea, I say we do just that, while taking care to avoid the Imperials. I keep forgetting to eat my food. She's right. This is not like the Reach. This is worse. They were defenseless. We seem to have evaded their patrols so far. What is that tower anyway? I've never seen anything like it. According to my map, we are on Okoro. The tower is known as Heavens on High, a mysterious structure built long ago by persons unknown. Oh gods, listen to me, I'm starting to sound like Alpha Node. Next thing you know, I'll be saying things like, as you are doubtlessly already aware. Over there, do you see it? Doesn't look like it's been dead long. Whoever did this, they're a good shot. I can't see a single stray arrow. Well, someone's hungry. Wait, that wasn't either of you two, was it? Calm down, we had nothing to do with— Wait, what am I doing? They can't possibly understand us. Probably not, no. Time to run, Lise. We save our strength for any that give us chase. You too, Yo. Whew, that went better than expected. Just imagine if they'd taken us by surprise, what a fine ending that would have been to our story. Anyway, I think it's safe to assume that the people at the tower know how to defend themselves. You'd have to sharing an island with these things. Now, all we need to do is convince them to help us. Oh, let me get that aetherite real quick. So that's the way of it. Oh, there's a settlement here, and they've even got their own aetherite. Wait a minute, I've seen that standard before. It was when we met with Tansuri, which means this place belongs to... Oh. There's no mistaking that design. It has to be them. Nice. It would seem we have found a Confederate settlement, mayhap even their headquarters, judging by the size of the place. So, Goetsu bade us to seek out the Confederacy for aid and succor. The selfsame Confederacy that refuses to openly oppose the Empire. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. At the very least, they're unlikely to ask us for teeth. Type. Okay, and on that note, I have to get somebody to work. So I gotta stop streaming. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.